Welcome to episode 814, Jim Koch, American Beer Billionaire. This is an outline of episode 814. There are two reasons we study Jim Koch. First, in 1984, he started an American beer renaissance. Second, he's the only self-made billionaire who earned 3 degrees from Harvard University. First, the dumbest thing. Even this cat agrees.
He looked at me and said, "Jim, you've done some stupid things in your life. This is about the dumbest thing you've ever done."
Koch was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, to a family of German descent in 1949. Here's a picture of young Jim Koch with his father and mother. Jim Koch is 6th-generation brewmaster. Earned 3 degrees from Harvard University. In 1971, he earned a bachelor's degree in government. Then in 1978, he earned a JD and MBA from Harvard. He spent 7 years working for Boston Consulting Group, making $250,000 a year in 1984, when he quit to start an American beer revolution.
5% of the breweries in America have been squeezed out of business by the big national breweries. He couldn't see that there'd be any place for a small brewer in that industry consolidation. I was going to make very high quality American beer made with traditional brewing processes and the best, highest quality ingredients, and give it to people fresh.
He started with $100,000 of his own savings, plus another $140,000 in loans from family and friends.
Very small batches, and my plan is to only get to about $1 million a year in sales. That'll be 5,000 barrels, 8 employees, and I can make a decent living. I'm not going to make the money I'm making now, but I can support my family, and I'll be doing something that I really want to do. What was very important when I started is try to do only 2 things. I was very focused on making great beer consistently and getting it to people fresh, and on working my tail off to sell it. And those things I focused on. I ignored a lot of other stuff. I mean, for example, we didn't have an office for the first year.
And success follows. He became a billionaire in 2013. He was 64. Then he wrote a book, Quench Your Own Thirst.
You know, Jim, what did you learn? You know, you started something in your kitchen, you helped, whatever, helped create a whole revolution in beer.
Right.
Did you learn anything from it? And it was kind of depressing when I wrote it because, you know, it's divided up into chapters, and each one of them is kind of a story with a lesson. So
to continue to grow, he purchased Dogfish Head Ale for $300 million in 2019.
And we've known each other for 20 years, and most mergers, you know, falter on values and founders not getting along. But I've known this guy for 20 years. We brewed beer together.
Been drinking beers together for 2 decades.
Yeah.
We were at the Extreme Beer Festival. I grew up in Massachusetts. They're based in Massachusetts. Our booths were across from each other. I went to go have a beer at Jim's booth, and we started chatting. It was kind of like one of those, you got your chocolate and my peanut butter moments. When we looked at our portfolios and how complementary they were, that really kicked off the greater discussion. The Sam trade group that represents the vast majority of America's small indie craft brewery. Collectively, the 7,500 breweries in America only have less than 14% market share. So we thought, you know, if we get together exponentially, we can work to take on the giant international companies that actually control America's beer.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. My next video will be Jim Koch, 9 lessons. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.